the real fucking, I think in stand-up, the real thing you have to do is you have to try to find ways to feel uncomfortable again. Because what happens is when you are unknown, you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, that's a good point.
A lot of times, right? Because you get booked on a show and you're like, fuck, are they going to like me? Is this joke, am I going to do this joke? You have all these doubts. And then when you become known, you walk onto a stage and they're so excited to see you. Well, then it's kind of like you have to figure out, how do I get uncomfortable to like try something, to get an authentic reaction, right?
Yeah, what do? Do you have to go to another country, do you think? Or do you have to get like...
I think we're kind of in like a... Well, that's the great thing still about a New York and LA is that those cities are so huge, especially in the world of stand-up, that there's every type of show. And you can actually, and you can find them, you can find these outside of New York, but I'm just giving them as an example. You can find shows where you're like, this might not be a crowd that knows me. And I think that's good.
Yeah.
The other thing that people say that they do, and they really, it's hard to do this, but it's like once you're having stuff that you're working on and it works, you got to use sets where people do know you, like on a hot crowd, like, he's here, and they go crazy. You got to try to like figure shit out on those sets. Like there's no point at a certain point of like doing
your great stuff.
I mean, yeah, at a certain point that's masturbatory. You're just doing it to feel good. And of course I understand
it's a really good point.
But you have to like go, like, I mean, even like I did a spot last night and I was like, I'm gonna try this joke. And right before I went up, I was like, I think this is not gonna work. And then I go, part of your brain goes, well, then don't do that. And then I was like, no, do it. And the thing about the reason that that's an important thing is that you go, oh yeah, it's the doubt that you have to embrace. Embracing doubt of like, maybe this will not be good. And then there's like things connected to that. You go, if this isn't good, maybe someone will go, oh, he's not that good. And then you don't want them to feel that way.
Right.
So you embrace like, oh, I'll abandon that and I'll do what works so that they go, oh, he's really good. You know, like it's all connected to these emotions, but you realize there's no making you a better comedian by doing the set that you know will kill all the time, you know?
Yeah, man, it's interesting. No, some of this stuff is interesting to hear from you because you've had a lot of, you've had success and been on, it's interesting just to kind of to hear some of this stuff. Because yeah, some of these places are places that I kind of start to see moments that start to happen. It's like, oh yeah, am I just like if I'm not listening to that voice, then am I even growing right now?
Yeah, I think. But how do you approach like? Because I'm fascinated because I've seen you do shit where I'm like, like it feels like it's stream of consciousness, but I don't know if that's like actually happening or like that's part of the performance. But do you just?
I think I can do a better job of trying to be more brave. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a constant battle. Nobody ever goes, I have arrived.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call two bears, one cave.